Now that I chose this for a reason. It's really getting on my nerves. Okay, so what happened was about 10, 11 years ago now, maybe a bit longer, Karl and the boys came round to a barbecue at our house. It was a Christmas thing. We used to have what we called Muso Christmas at our house because there were a lot of people that lived in our area on the Central Coast, musicians that had no family nearby for Christmas. So, and I didn't have any, but I had in-laws, so we did our family Christmas thing, but then we would always have an open house. So it was called Muso's Christmas, and everyone would bring instruments and jam. And one year we did quite a bit of time off Christmas Day, but Karl and the boys came round. It was really interesting. I didn't think about this 2 years later, but his kids were running around playing with my kids, and we had a really fun day. And it didn't occur to me then, but it occurs to me now that Karl was the first person roughly my age that I met that was a single dad at the time. I hadn't met anybody that I knew that had children and that wasn't with their partner. And we talked a bit about that day. And then fast forward 10 years, the same thing happened to me. And I found myself sitting on an aeroplane to Cairns writing this song. And it kind of occurs to me that being any kind of parent is really hard and it's a big job, and being one in that situation is a whole lot harder. And it's always good to have any role model who does a good job at that, I think. So I'm going to sing this for him. This is Single Fathers. Even though, Karl was almost never single at the time I knew him, with that adorable hair and the smile. Even I used to go a little gooey. The accent. Well, that made his jokes funnier. Okay, so this is Single Fathers. It's hard to waltz with Matilda. She could well just disappear. Now that this room's overflowing and the music is so hard to hear, the carnival's finally over and the party is mostly a bore. It's hard to waltz with Matilda when she's almost asleep on the floor. It's hard to walk tall with Jesus when the cross is so heavy to bear. We never know where we're going, and we won't know when we get there. But it makes for one hell of a story, and each chapter is slightly the same. It's hard to walk tall with Jesus with both our heads hanging in shame. Mothers like single fathers, teaching their daughters and sons how to keep it all together when everything else comes undone. You'll fight monsters when you are frightened. You pick flowers when you are sad. There's no mothers like single fathers, and no one loves you more than your dad. There's no mothers like single fathers, and no one loves you more